Hey everybody, this is Rykard here again, and welcome to another Pokemon Sun and Moon Movesets video. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about the Psychic variant of Silvally. So let's get started by jumping right into the first moveset that I have for you in this video. So for this first moveset, we're going to begin by giving Silvally a Jolly Nature to boost its speed but lower its special attack, and then run an EV spread of 252 physical attack and 252 speed EVs to max out both of those stats while putting the remainder 4 EVs into this Pokemon's special defense. As to the item, for all the sets in this video, we're going to be making use of the Psychic memory to turn Silvally into a Psychic-type Pokemon, and also have it be able to make use of a Psychic-type variation of the first move on the set, which is Multi-Attack, which with the Psychic memory will turn this into a 90 base power physical Psychic move. Along with this, we're going to be running Fire Fang in the second move slot to give this Pokemon a reliable way to deal with Steel types that are going to be resisting your Psychic-type attacks, or X-Scissor as a way to give this Pokemon not only a way to deal with the Psychic types that are going to be resisting your Psychic moves, but also the Dark types that are going to be immune to them. As for your third move slot, we're either going to run Crunch here to give you some additional type coverage, allowing this Pokemon a little bit of an easier time potentially dealing with some of the Ghost types it might be much matched up against, but also just to give it some really great neutral coverage overall. Or if we chose to go with Fire Fang in the second move slot, running X-Scissor here to give you that same coverage as mentioned before. However, if we just want to go with the first two attacking moves, we can run Swords Dance here to allow this Pokemon to boost its physical attack by 2 stages and make it even more threatening from the physical side of the spectrum. As to the last move on this set, we have 2 options that I've been including on all of these, but in this set, it's particularly interesting to include U-Turn here, because this is another Bug-type move that you can theoretically make use of in order to give this Pokemon a way to deal with the Dark-type Pokemon that it's going to be matched up against. And this will be particularly useful if you do actually choose to only use this as your bug move and go with Fire Fang for some additional coverage as well, which can work very easily. As for the other option though, in terms of switching out of battle and allowing you to gain some switch initiative on your opponents, Parting Shot is here to allow you to lower your opponent's physical attack and their special attack by 1 stage when you go for it, thus supporting your team and allowing whatever you switch into an easier time of dealing with your opponent. For additional options though in this last moveset, we can run Swords Dance again here to go in combination with 3 attacks and have this be just a straight up boosting set to run with 3 moves to give you as much coverage as possible, or we can go with Flame Charge in this last move slot to turn Silvally into a much more quick attacker, as Flame Charge will be boosting your speed every time you damage your opponent with it. As for this next moveset, we're going to be running a more bulky variant of Silvally. So we're going to start this one off by giving it an Impish Nature to increase its physical defense but lower its special attack, and then run an EV spread of 252 HP EVs, 88 defense EVs, and 168 special defense EVs to give this Pokemon its maximum mixed bulk possible. As to the moves on this set though, the first one that we're going to go with is going to be some kind of status, either in the form of Thunder Wave or Toxic. Thunder Wave allowing you to paralyze your opponents, crippling their speed and making it so that they occasionally do not attack, whereas Toxic is a way for you to poison your opponents and make it so that they get their HP slowly whittled down in increasing amounts at the end of every turn until the poison eventually takes them over. As for your main attacks though, to do damage, Multi-Attack is again going to be our main stab Psychic type move to make use of, and then we're also going to include Fire Fang and Crunch as an option for coverage in the third move for the aforementioned reasons, mainly Fire allowing you a way to deal with Steel types, and Crunch giving you just a really great neutral coverage option, but also a way to potentially deal with Ghost type Pokemon you might also be matched up against. As for the last move though, again we're going to be making use of a switching move either in the form of U-Turn or Parting Shot. U-Turn again being very useful because it does give you Bug type coverage, which is very useful for Psychic type Pokemon, but Parting Shot being the more support option in that it will be lowering your opponent's offensive stats. But anyways everybody, that is it for this particular variant of Silvally, because unfortunately, due to this Pokemon's special move pool, we can't really run too great of a special attacking set that would really be useful over many other Psychic type special attackers. So for this, we're just going to go with the more defensive one and then the physical offensive one, both of which can be very effective. But if you're taking a look at this end screen right now, you can obviously tell that you can click on the annotated links above each of these types to be sent over to that particular variation of Silvally, and check out some movesets that you could possibly run for each of this Pokemon's different type possibilities. But until then everybody, as always, take care, goodbye, and I will see you all next time.